Hey guys, welcome back to Ottoex. It's a channel here on YouTube where we feature some interesting rigs from around the world. Today in front of me, we've got a really special combo. This is a 1993 Ford F250 paired with a service body and a 1973 Alaskan Camper. We've got a lot of lawnmowers running in the background, so you're just gonna have to excuse the noise. But I'm gonna run you through the exterior, the interior. We're gonna go through all the systems, and we're gonna even take it for a test drive. So come along on this video tour, and let's get started. First and foremost with the truck, because that's what's powering this whole setup. So this is a 1993 F250 made by Ford. This is the special engine because it's the 7.3 IDI, so the predecessor to the Power Stroke. It's an all-mechanical diesel rather than the HUE injection system that the Power Strokes went to from '95. Really solid, really reliable. These trucks will run forever. And this is the 93 and 94. They put a factory / aftermarket turbo setup. They sold them like this from the factory. So this one has the ATS turbo. You see the badging there. So it's a factory turbo 7.3 IDI diesel, which is as good as they got out of the IDI. A really cool engine, only available for 2 years. You could add a turbo to the prior years, but they didn't come with the turbos from the factory from Ford. So you'll notice we've got factory Steelies wrapped in some really good BFG all-terrain KO2s, and you've got your automatic locking hubs up front, which you can just lock out on and off on the fly from inside the cab. There's a transfer case lever, shift lever. We've got the Alaskan in its popped up form, so check out the gallery to see how it looks with it popped down, and we may show that a little bit later in the video, but we've got it in its fully ready to camp setup. Big full floating rear axle, single rear wheels on this setup. So this is an extra cab, essentially. It is not a four-door. And why don't we take a peek inside here. This truck presents with 207,000 original miles, and these are very light miles. This was only ever used as a recreational vehicle. It was not used as a work truck. You'll check out these door cards, super tidy and clean. A really nice light blue interior. Don't see too many blue interiors anymore, but back in the 90s, blue and red interiors were a thing, and I love them. These seats are super comfortable and really well made. They've got a nice soft cloth texture, which just kind of feels very cozy, like your couch or your lazy boy at home. Armrests, center console with cup holders. And we've got a dash, which is essentially crack-free, but why not have a nice matching cover to just protect that? Headliner is tidy. Before current ownership, this truck was always elderly owned and cared for, and always from the Pacific Northwest, so no rust to speak of. The front bumper is in fantastic condition. So it is a 7.3 liter turbo diesel engine powered by the 4-speed E40D transmission. Really good shape. You can always tell the shape and the care of a vehicle by the condition of, if it has a leather steering wheel, how the leather has held up. And as you can see, this one's in great shape. You've got your manual transfer case lever, which has various settings for engaging four-wheel drive. You've got your fuel tank selector, front and rear, a total capacity of 37 gallons of diesel between the two tanks, and factory tape deck. Take a look in the back. You've got a bench back here, which offers really nice storage for your extras, whether they be people, pets, items of various shapes and sizes. So, very clean, solid truck, well cared for. Now let's get to the back end of business here. So, this truck originally came with a normal pickup bed, which was in immaculate condition, but the current owner really wanted to complete the full Alaskan flagship package. These Alaskans were optionally sold with service beds from the factory. This service bed was sourced, restored, repainted, all new hardware on these all new napide latches, which are in great shape, locking. Look at this storage that this thing offers. It's just so much more utility than a standard truck bed. You can store all of your things in here. Those are your two fuel fill for your tanks. So the service bed fits this camper brilliantly. If you look down the sides, it is practically flush. These are mounting points for your lift jacks, which are included. And the camper has been essentially redone. So after we go through the bed, which I'll show you, we'll get into the camper. So all these compartments lock, and they have this spring to hold them open and help them close. The center compartments also act as kind of a prep surface or a cooking surface on both sides. Let's take a look at the other side of this service bed. The service bed was properly paint matched to match the paint of the truck. It's Ford white. I believe it's Oxford white, if I'm not mistaken. This S-bar replica diesel heater is mounted in this compartment and plumbed to the inside right under your dinette. And then here is just kind of an odds and ends where you can store all your various service items, fluids, tools. Got a few things stored in there. All right, so that's kind of the overview of the bed. I also want to point out that if you look at the rear, all these taillights and bezels were all redone and restored when this bed was basically restoed earlier this year / later 2023. So that kind of sums up the bed and the truck. Now let's get into this 1973 Alaskan pop-up. So this camper was also restored, much like the bed. The skin was all removed. New wood was replaced in areas where there had been some water damage, which was really few and far between, but there were some spots. That was all redone by the current owner, who is a master of woodwork and other types of wizardry. So this thing was in really competent hands. You've got your back end for your fridge, which is a two-way AC propane. You'll notice on the back here we have a Dutch door where both sections can open and close separately. And you'll also notice up there, the running lights and scene light are all new. In fact, all the running lights around this whole camper are new and functional. This side. Original badging and everything. This thing was really well kept and taken care of. And the fact that it's a 50-year-old camper, it's just a testament to how well built these are. That said, you know, maintain them, keep them dry, and they will go for your entire lifetime. The front cab over portion, we have an Arctic turn window that was newly installed up front there, and running lights up top. The propane system for this whole rig is down here. I believe it's a 5-gallon propane tank, so you can fill and service it all here. It's mounted underneath. Now let's step inside and take a look at what's going on inside the camper. So looking in, you'll notice the door is refinished nicely with this original wood with stain, as is the whole interior. This thing is beautiful. It's like a little cabin on wheels. The kitchen, the finish and fit of everything is really nice. It smells great in here. This beautiful stained wood finish is all over, from the ceiling to right down to the linoleum floor. We've got these really cool roll-up curtains. Look at these countertops. Very 70s. But this has been redone in so many ways. So the electrical's been redone. Everything is powered off of a Blue Eddy, a lithium system, which is also charged additionally by 400 watts of solar panels on the roof, mounted to a custom / original optioned aluminum roof rack, which is part original Alaskan Camper option for the boat racks that they sold as an option to these. And then some additional custom fab was done to make it fit properly with the solar panels. So it's kind of an OEM plus resto mod. Look at these beautiful original lights on this overhead cabinet here. Inside the cabinet, it is nice and clean and spacious. You've got your paper towel holder here. Another roll down curtain is here. 3-burner stove and an oven. So you can cook pizzas, bake cookies, all of the above while you are at camp. We've got a stainless steel sink with a hand pump, less things to break. Simple, keep it simple. Less is more. The original table is mounted to an updated Lagoon table leg, which, if you're not familiar with these things, they're great because it can swivel, it can readjust up or down, and it can also just completely come out. You've got these knobs that allow you to release. This is beautifully made aluminum, and it's just a really good table option, one of the best in my opinion. The cab over bed is a full-size mattress. You've got your front Arctic turn window with a cover, and above you've got a Dometic skylight for even more natural lighting in here. As you can see, the wood, the finish, everything is fresh, water damage free, mold free. This thing has been essentially restored and updated, but kept original. which is just the way to do it in my opinion. We've got another overhead cabinet here where you've got some storage as well as access to some wiring. Another pull down shade there. These window fixtures, sorry, these window frames are all original. It's just beautiful aluminum. And you've got these portions here that just slide open, and it's all screened. You've got screens on the left and right side, and the same on your passenger side window. Above me is an updated, fantastic vent fan. I love how the original bezel was kept. They don't make them like this anymore. Usually these have a white plastic bezel, but this one is a nice stainless. It's either stainless or aluminum, I believe aluminum, to match the rest of the trim throughout the camper. So you've got your fridge. As I said earlier, it's a Dometic DC/propane fridge with a freezer. And here you've got a locking bifold cabinet. Take a look in here. This houses your power systems. That is where your Blue Eddy is. All redone, newly fused, and ready to roll. And of course, your fire extinguisher. If you take a look at the floor, it is in great shape. It is the original linoleum flooring that came with this. The upholstery on the dinette has been redone, and if I didn't mention it, this also converts into a bed. So you have an upper bed and a lower bed, and you've got these steps right up ahead to step up to that bed. Makes access real nice and easy if you have mobility issues. These lower cabinets give you access to various things like plumbing, making service super easy. Under here, you've got access to your water, 20 gallons water, 5 fresh, 5 gallons gray. If you take a look under the dinette here, this is the outlet for your diesel heater, control for your diesel heater, and then some additional USB and AC outlets for powering, you know, whatever you want while you're sitting here. Maybe you're working in this space or lounging. It really is a great feel in here. It's quite a remarkable setup and just a very choice pairing of this period correct 93 old body style F250 and this 1973 resto modded Alaskan with the service bed. You've got your carbon monoxide and your LP detectors to keep things safe in here. The top is hydraulically actuated, so you pump it and it lifts, making it easy for anyone to really do that. So that kind of sums up the tour of the interior here. Get the idea. Why don't we head out, you fire up the truck, you can hear it run, and we'll take it for a drive.
well, this is a good time to sign off from this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this. This rig is now for sale at the time of this video being posted in Portland, Oregon. If you're interested, you want to see the full gallery, know more info, check us out on our website, Ottoex.com, Ottoex.com. Follow us on Instagram at Ottoex. And as always, stay tuned for more cool videos in the future. Thanks for watching.